Hi guys, I am replacing the clutch cable on my 2000 BMW 1100RT RTP, and I'll just give you a few insights as to what I did to replace the clutch cable. First of all, I had to remove this fairing on the right side. As you can see, it's already taken off, and the side cover down here and the seat, so all that had to come off. Here's a few of the tools that I used. This small little it's like an Allen head, metric Allen head, I used to take out all the fairing screws, and I don't know exactly what size it is, but anyways, I use that on my drill driver. The other tools here that I used is a long extension with a flex on the end and a 10mm socket. This is a 13mm deep set socket. This is the adjustment screw that I've taken off for the clutch arm. And then here is my old clutch cable, which I removed. And then what I did was I tied some nylon cord onto the end of it, and I'll explain to you how I pulled it through using the cord. Anyways, the cable comes through this area. It's real tight, and it connects to the clutch arm, which is back in here. You can see it right there, the little brass fitting for the cable, and it goes underneath all this, and right up underneath the gas tank here there's a tight spot. It's just about an inch where it's really tight. So when I took out the old cable, I fed it down through the top, and I pulled the cable back out the back of it with that nylon cord on there, so that I could hook the nylon cord onto the new cable and pull it through that tight spot. It's just about a 1-inch area that's really tight, and if you were not able to pull it through, you'd have to take the tank off and everything. It gets really involved. But anyways, up here on the top, I went ahead and attached everything to the clutch handle itself up here, and adjusted this. It's got a little rubber grommet that fits over this knurled adjustment screw right here, and I took all that out and cleaned it, and then put it back, and then underneath there you can see that's where the cable feeds in, right there underneath here. So I left the cable disconnected on the bottom, and that gave me enough play to get it into the handle, clutch handle. And then on this is where it gets tricky. I had to remove the rear wheel back here to get back up inside here, and that gave me access to where the clutch arm is. It's way back in here. I got my flashlight. There's a little mud flap back here, and I had to get underneath this mud flap in order to get to the adjustment screw. And I'll try to get this little camera in here as closely as I can to give you an idea of it. But there's the clutch arm. There's this monoshock back here, but that's the clutch arm with the adjustment screw removed. And with the adjustment screw removed out of the center there, then you have maximum flexibility. And so I could have left the adjustment screw fully adjusted out, and that would have given me plenty of play to work with. But I just went ahead and removed it, and I actually cleaned this whole area with degreaser while I had it apart. So there's that. And then I'll take you around the other side to show you. Now, the cable fits into a little, it's a little bracket back up underneath here. And it's a little hard to see, but anyways, the cable housing goes into it. And I fed the cable housing into the bracket, which is right behind this tube for the air cleaner. And once that was in place, then I could depress this arm, and you can see the cable moving. And then I was allowed to slip the cable into the clutch arm. And from there, I'm going to go ahead and put my adjustment screw back in and adjust it, and then put the rear wheel back on, and then put the rest of the bike together. But this is my first time doing it. Another one of the tools that I used was a flathead screwdriver. Let's see here. Flathead screwdriver to take out it's basically the hubcap for the rear wheel. And I just put it in one of these slots here and pulled it out. And then for the rear wheel, there's 4 lug wrenches, and you take a 17 millimeter metric socket. So there's a spacer here that goes between the wheel and the hub, and so all that has to go back together. Anyways, if you've never done it, it's a little bit challenging, but that's some of the bits and pieces of it. So anyways, guys, good luck with that. And one last thing I will share is I put some deer whistles on this bike because I've been reading a lot about collisions with deers, and I found a nice place on the frame up inside the bike where it gets plenty of direct air. And I went in, I don't know if you can see them, but they're right on the frame assembly in the back. That's them right there. And I feel that'll give me a little extra protection against wildlife, and particularly deer. So that was a nice level spot, clean spot to put them. And hope that helps. And appreciate all the videos